Alright, I think we're good. Welcome back, everybody. Make sure everything is working good. So far looks fine. Let me know if the audio balance is any worse. I did raise the volume because I felt like the levels looked low on base P5, and maybe the game sounded a little quiet, but that could just have been, you know, the pass-through. And it could just be that P5 is a quieter game than most. I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, so we got a few different things to catch up on and close out before daily reset. So I want to do at least one more run on Surt, and while we're working on that, as long as I don't get too distracted and the RNG doesn't go too long, we should be able to progress to the next day and burn out the city life action points that we need, along with the stamina before we hit cap. So let's do the stamina really quick because that's an easy one. Let me burn it on. We can burn it on some opulence cards, I think, just to see if we can rock out something fantastic with a lot of pierce. You need a ton, and I do mean a ton of pierce for Yusuke's kit to work, even with what's his name? With oh god, what is his name? That is not who I wanted to use. Crap. It'll be fine. Cherish this, sorry. Get distracted. Coffee clearly has not kicked in. I think you need somewhere upwards of like 30 pierce, and considering how much we would lose and some other stats in the process, it's kind of tragic. But it would help. It would certainly help having that kind of strength on our side. Defense and crit rate is nice. Damage mult, pure attack. No, but it's a shame because the pierce is actually kind of nice. Almanac, no. No. Well, actually, maybe. I'll just see what my current sun card is on him. Because right now we're borrowing the A6 chairs that we have in the guild. I don't think I'm going to rush out of my way to get him. He eventually goes to standard, and we'll just get him on the standard banner when that unlocks. I don't think we have to worry about getting his 15% crit rate that quickly. It seems like a lot of the top 1% has kind of evened out, and I have no need or interest in necessarily being the #1. Puppet, yes. Puppet is one of the earlier navigators that you get for the free track. She's a 4-star, and her entire kit is focused around giving your party shields and increasing defense. So she's based usually more for like survivability, but for a character like Yusuke, she's kind of like a nice, you know, tailor-fit gloved. That is until you get other characters that just outpace her because you're doing other mechanics harder, better, faster, stronger. Puppet's gonna be interesting. Puppet's frustrating though because apparently we were supposed to have her a while ago, because her entire like confidant route and the rewards you get from doing her make it so that when you give other characters gifts, they get more points. They get like an extra, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, whatever the point thresholds are. So it makes it easier and faster to like rank up your relationships with other characters, and they're waiting until basically I don't say a lot of people, I think enough people have kind of gotten to like the 20 mark. On the other hand, I think it actually is not that bad to introduce it now, just before the half anniversary, because if we get new players coming in, having her available now is going to make it easier for people to catch up. So 6-7. I say as I toss my hands side to side, weighing the options. Yeah. Right, we're looking at the Sun card really quick. I don't know why or how they broke the controller support. Because now when I use my left trigger to try to go into this menu, what'll happen is it kind of gets stuck. And it stays in the change selected filter or level area. It doesn't actually let me go in here and possibly change what we have here. Yeah, see, unless I get something insane on the crit rate and pierce, I don't know, I don't want to necessarily lose 10% crit molt or 3% crit rate. What's the base crit rate on that? That's the wrong card. 1.3. I mean... Buckaway ball? Wait, is there any other monthly rewards that I didn't think to grab yet? Like these then or something like that? Yeah, there's a bunch of these. Hold on. Oh, I don't have the points for these. It's fine. The month just reset. It'll be okay. But I should probably grab these. We almost have our Thieves Den maxed out, by the way, which is pretty neat. One of the only things we have left to do is to spend 100,000 yen at Tai Takemi's place, the Goth Doctor. But the thing is, I don't have a need to use her services. Like, this isn't like base P5. You don't need the items. I mean, I guess you need them if your characters aren't strong enough, and you know, A6 R6 problems. But I feel like I have better use of the money that I could be spending, or the yen in game to be spent on stuff for like confidants and those kinds of materials. Bucket weeb ball! Wow, tragic. I have one of these. I'll reset it. Fuck it. Because I don't think I'm gonna get that bad of luck again. Yay! It's kind of what I wanted. But it'd be nice if we got like a defense percent, but I'll take a base attack. It's fine. So that's better. So I lose out on 10% crit molt, but I gain 2% crit rate and I gain 4.6 crit. I also lose 1.9% damage molt, but ultimately, I think it's fine. I have my spreadsheet. 1 second. I guess the issue is, was I crit capping? I could have, and that would make this extra painful, but we'll see in a second. The issue is, which one is mine, too? No. My dumbass didn't, Yep. I'll perform on this one. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I think it should be fine though. It should theoretically be better. We are losing a lot of crit molt. I think it'll be okay. I think in the scheme of things it'll be fine. And better for us. The only thing is I kind of wish we had Leon, because Leon lets us break easy, or Leon lets us get way more crit molt, which is kind of what we need, but I have my crit calculator really quick. 28.7 on the crit rate. We're using my Phoebe, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, we're using my Phoebe. Which means we're getting 5.8. So we're getting kind of a lot. We can get rid of this. Do we get shock in the process? Yes, we want shock. We have Ame. Okay. We have Dionysus, but that's crit damage. Revel. We have Cord, we have Phoebe R0, and we don't. Yes, we do have Cherish A6. So we actually are crit capping in this case. Interesting. We actually didn't want to do that. Oh, isn't that funny? But in exchange, we are hitting the defense down better, and the question is that going to be better than the crit molt? I think so. I think ultimately yes, and especially for the earlier part, because we're not going to worry about like that entirely comes down to whether we get the shock. Like if we don't get the shock from Ame, then we're not crit capping. We're at 81, which is still fine. It's just when we do, we're gonna get a ton of damage. I think ultimately he's okay. We will see. I'm gonna do 1, maybe 2 runs on this boss just to see if we can make it work. And then after that, we're gonna jump back into trying to finish up these synergies because we have to make sure we get those progressed at least, or at least some action points on the board by like 245, thereabouts. Oh, Secret Santa could have been fun. Puppet, from what I'm reading on her initial description though, going back to an earlier conversation, Puppet, from what I'm reading, seems interesting in that... Oh fuck, that's right, they changed that out. That is... Does Kenichi have his Cherish on? If he doesn't have his Cherish on, I'm hosed. In which case... well, we can always do the SOS later. We still have 2 days. I'm not any rushing that. Alright, let's ignore that. I was just gonna do that to kind of buy time. Wanted to make use of the rain before we lost it, but it's fine. I could always force another rain event. I don't think it's be that big a deal. What's up with you though? What's new in your world? Still have 21 days left on that. We should be fine. Getting ready for a wedding? Really? Have you not? Feels a little surprising. How like formal is it? Like full suit and tie, or because they vary, right? Depending on how people want to go. I've been to a few different weddings where people were just in straight up like polos and jeans. Yeah. But I have to imagine it sounds like for that one you might have been kind of young, so it's different than if you're like driving yourself there, right? I don't know if those guys are talking about hosts or if those guys are talking about like gotcha characters. It's impossible to tell at this point. Then we have our ever stoic bastard. I really thought the classrooms and the school layout between this and P5 were like almost identical. Going back to P5 and then coming back to here, I'm like, oh wait, no, these are totally different fucking schools. I mean, they feel kind of similar with some of the door placements and like the way that is, but that's just the way they design buildings, I guess. Or there might just be some similar themes, but like the courtyard and everything, Hey, the quad. She looks nice. Yeah, I've been to a few weddings recently. Jewish weddings are interesting. Big events, but maybe it's just like that person and their thing. I don't know if it's just like it's always that big or what. Yay, 3x. Gimme. We also have form bonds with Tycoon. Fantastic. Let's go get drugged. SPS, you missed the past couple Persona 5 streams. We're doing the Rose and Violet mod, which replaces Joker with Kasumi as the main character. We got real lesbian hours coming up. I know, I don't judge you. I only feel a little bit betrayed. It's okay. Yeah, no, dude, you're fine. I'm joking. Misaki, we're going on 13, I think, right? Yeah. Maybe don't stream on days I work. Just shake my head. It's fine. Are you working tonight? Cause I don't know about how soon after we finish this, I might switch over to the other game. The only things you've missed are like the initial start, like the very early tutorial stuff, and I guess like the pretext for why Kasumi's the main character as opposed to Joker. And then the other things you've missed are Kamoshida being the absolute fucking worst, and talking about how you basically need to suck his cock in order to not get expelled. And if you don't do it, then he's gonna go like sexually harass your sister. I mean, yeah, it's the being in between RPs is fine, no big deal. We have the actual like Kamoshida boss fight coming up if we decide to jump on that first thing. We're at the part where we can send the calling card, and then from there, I don't really know what I want to do on the dailies. I don't know if I wanted to go immediately into that boss fight, probably, because that just makes life simpler to just have that done, and then we don't have to worry about like every day the characters being like excited or you know on our ass about like, do we want to go to the palace today? Oh yeah, no, Kamoshida is the fucking worst, man. Sorry, 1 second. Ah, yes. Gay boy. Gay boy really wants to be on our hip. I don't judge him, but... Sorry, 1 second. I've been keeping an eye on the Death Battle Reddit, which I don't really do anything on Reddit. I don't even think I have an account there. Pretty sure I don't have an account there. I do like Cherish's little cardigan underneath his jacket. You look sad. He just want to be friends with you, man. Anyway, Following the stuff with Death Battle mainly because we have Yeats as a new candidate for a future Death Battle episode, and it sounds like it's leaning towards, like, the final vote is, I don't know why these guys are the options, but it's Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII versus Yeats, Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat, Bayonetta, and Nero from Fate. Nero seems to be the most, like, I guess, thematic between them out of all the candidates, and seems the one that has the most attention. And also sounds like it would be the most spectacle out of any potential fight. But I don't know if he's gonna lose that fight, truth be told. Fate gets crazy, and I don't know that world outside of a few stupid high-dimensional feats that apparently exist. Like, I heard somebody saying, like, you don't understand how strong, like, Saber is from Fate, where she's, like, multi-omniversal or some bullshit based off, like, some specific novel on the way that, like, the true Excalibur works if she wasn't being restrained by, like, Grail war limitations or whatever the medium is. Don't they have an elevator? Oh no, he sent us like 700 text messages, didn't he? Boy ran in. Told you, dude, I was fine. Yeah, because I'm the GOAT. I don't know why that unlocks the card counter. I don't know why his thing is so tied to Tycoon. His entire thing is based around flowers. You'd think it'd be like related to the plants or whatever, but sure. Yeah, her sheath I remember being really important in that universe's lore. Bowl of them. Alright, let's see what else we got. I'd like to do stuff with Kira. Ooh, big rewards with Tomiyama. I think we have like one more place we can stop with her, so it doesn't hurt to burn the action points. I was able to get to top rank. Okay, when I say top rank, let me be very specific. I managed to get into the Legendary Tycoon bracket, which is the highest rank. I am not going to get to, like, the #1 position. Why? Cause I know the motherfucker who's #1, and that motherfucker has done nothing but play Tycoon for the past, like, 4 days! Or however long since this thing dropped. He has been in it non-stop. You wanna see how this works? Okay, when you win, when you were first place, you earn 2 stars. When you are second place, you earn 1 star. When you are in third place, you get 0 stars. When you get fourth place, you lose 1 star. And I think there's also like a scaling thing where it's like an ELO match, where it's possible you earn more or less stars. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check with him. I'd have to get back in the VC. Here's the thing, right? I just got into Legendary Tycoon. I'm rank 1,542. I have 1 star. So next group of people are people who have like 2 stars, right? Take a guess before I show you how many stars this motherfucker has. Please, please, I want to hear your guess how many stars this guy has. just throw a wild number out. Putting your ass on the spot. Okay, not that many. Okay, not quite that bad. He has 219. 219 stars. The second place is 166. Yadagi! What the fuck? Oh man. The only thing I got going for me is I think my rank on SOS is higher than him. But that's not something to be proud of. Yeah. When you see, like, the ranks 400s, the rank 1000s all have 2, 4, 5, 7, 11, 16. Top 100 have in the, like, 30s. This man is insane. And what's wilder is he was not the first person to hit 100. He was like the second or third person to hit 100. Anyway, I was waiting to collect all the rank rewards until we got the thing finished with Cherish. So these are all the things we're getting. Getting a ton of meta jewels. Some retrograde cards. Now we get these the first time we hit these ranks. I'm curious, like, when rank resets, how that's gonna work, but probably only get these one time. It'd be nice if they reset each season to give, like, extra reason to want to hit Legendary Tycoon. Though there is the end of season rewards, which is gonna be the tickets and then yen and some Kombaku gems and a badge. But I think you get all the rest of these. I'm not sure. There's no special rules for the season either. And so this is only coming from doing ranked matches, right? Like, we don't have the endless match, we don't have the friend matches yet, which is annoying because they could have easily put the friend matches in already. It's not like they have to really playtest that, I don't think, but you did see a sizable increase in the number of players coming back to this game when Tycoon dropped compared to the previous few months. And it has to be that card game because the character that comes with it, Cherish, he's a skip by most people's standards. Like, Cherish is a really niche character. He's a tank that focuses on giving shields. And so he pairs with, like, one particular character. You can use him with some other teams for survivability, and he's fantastic for that. But there are generally other characters that are better for higher DPS in teams aside from this particular guy. I need to check Katsuyama. When the fuck did I get 7,000 jewels? Jesus. We are not doing any 10 pulls of Cherish. No! Save them from Haru! Save her for Haru! I had to yell at myself so I don't spend money. Because I would like to get him to A6 just for completion's sake, and his A6 gives an extra 15% crit rate. It's fantastic. But yeah. I also really do enjoy the stat mechanics in the gacha. The more that I've played this, I don't want to say the harder it is to get back into base P5, but well, especially base P5 versus Royal, right? Those are like two totally different games. But like the P5R is so much simpler in a lot of ways than P5X. Like, we just get so used to like stat maxing and working around the damage formula, and it's so much fun because I get to tiz them out. But anyway. Not the point of the stream. Where is Baba? I don't have one. I could give her that. Have I given this? It's probably cheaper. Ooh, I can give her that. $78 would be a lot, but I can afford it. But is that better than... Oh, I have to get Miyu up before we can do that. Oh, isn't that interesting? I don't know if it's worth 78,000. 78 is kind of a lot compared to some of the other items. Where do we go? Not the vanilla, the dress-up doll, the snow globe we can't get yet. Right. No, maybe can we? Hold on. Hopefully we can. They do. Miyu also introduces a couple new items that we can purchase for people, but yeah, we gotta get Miyu up. Damn it! That would've been fantastic. It's fine. Oh, that's why I think his shit's so expensive. Right. Because it's 42,000 yen, which on a relative basis isn't like earth-breaking for us, earth-shattering, but it is when you consider the fact that that's like 420 actual dollars, or maybe it's close to like 350. But 42,000 yen is a lot of money. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to use that 78,000, I guess. Or should we give her the doll instead? I'm not sure. Alright, let's go hang over with Baba. And then, I don't know what we're doing after that. I also need to see if there's a location that I haven't been to yet with her. I think there is. I think I was waiting on those for a stream. There should be one more location, right? Yeah, the planetarium. No, it's two actually. Oh, that's surprising. Let's go to the planetarium, why not? It makes me actually want to go to the planetarium they have near the community college near me. I mean, it is open, I think. I can't imagine there's a ton of people going there, so basically I have the whole show to myself. Though it's also possible that they only run it so often. We'll find out. Oh, I tried changing the latency on the stream. I don't know if that's been like a noticeable change from previous episodes or previous streams. I'm not sure. I switched it from normal latency to low latency, and then there's apparently an option also for ultra low latency, but I don't know if that's gonna affect the like stream's video quality in the like the immediate sense, or if it like it when it actually like saves, it winds up looking better in the final. I don't know on that end. Alright, let's see. I do need to go to... Well, let's work for a bit, I guess. Because I want to try to push Kira tonight or today before reset. Damn, look at that hair. Wait, isn't that the new character we get to start the other synergy with? Or not synergy, but the other like quest line? I'm surprised to see him. I didn't realize they could throw his ass as like a random character that you find. That's the other quest line, is that dude with the crazy blonde hair. I think he's in Shinjuku, I'm not sure. Favorite words, karaoke. Definitely Kira. Do I have anything to give Kira though? That's the question. Yeah, he's at 16. I have the glasses I can give him. Do I have anything better? I could buy the gag glasses, but it's probably better just give him the glasses I have for now. There might be one more place that I haven't been to yet, hopefully. Worst case scenario, I've already been to all the places. But there might be one. No, it was the church, I think was the last place I needed to take him. Well, shit, it's gonna give me 80. Arcade Master. I was probably giving like 5 gifts to 5 or 10 gifts. Is there anything else we need to do for Cherish on his route? Very close to 20. I don't know what happens when we hit 20. As soon as we hit 20, become smart enough to be able to see through the matrix. And we start seeing the binary code that makes up the game. Become hyper aware. What's up with our boy? Oh, don't yawn, dude. You're gonna get me yawning too. 15 is gonna be close friends with him. And then the 17 is more stuff we can buy at the shop for points. Who else, or what else can we do? Big rewards with Motaha? Well, we surely need that. We need to be able to hit 17. I will absolutely hang out with her and then go to the cafe, I think. I don't think we need to spend time with him until we get like a 3x or something like that. Do we have anything to give Mota that's gonna be like good points? We don't quite need the 3x, but it'll be nice to have. If nothing else, because I want to be able to close out... Not close out, excuse me, necessarily, excuse me, I want to get her to 17, so we can finally do this damn baseball mission. And then 20 would be just like extra gravy. So I know I don't need the ring, but just want to see what the price is. 88's not bad. I don't need to go that hard. Or maybe. You know, I'm also gonna do a second bangle for Kuratani, so I can give one to each of them. because I don't think I've given him to either. Which case, I think we can get the baseball bat actually from the grocery store. Yeah, there we go. It's unfortunate that she only has like 2 or 3 things that you can go to. You can go to like the Shibuya, the teppanyaki place or something like that. I forget what the food you get, and then the school. But I just usually do the school, it's the easiest. Right, I have to do a bond rank increase with her, yeah, I gotta hang out with her one more time. Cool. So hopefully we get that tomorrow. So in which case I should probably change my priority to Motaha for tomorrow, and then we can go back to maybe Ayaka or not sure who else. Maybe just leave the morning afterwards up to whoever is available the day. Like we have these 2. I'll probably wind up having to put Puppet as a priority. I think Mesa, once we get him to 17, we get his thing, we can probably take him off of priority as well. We still have so many people to do during the daytime. I mean, thankfully at least there's like 2 slots for the day, so it's not so bad, but still. What else is it doing? Yeah, we go back to that. Oh, 20 times hanging out. Gotcha. Okay, let's see. Oh, other things that I managed to rock out off stream, aside from clearing out the Tycoon stuff, was the new event boss, Trumpeter. This guy is still a dick. Ironically, despite him mainly being an AoE boss, I had a better time fighting him with Mesa than anybody else. Mesa clears. As long as the bosses don't have anything that limits the amount of bleed damage that you can do. Oh my god, did this guy go crazy. Like, I understand why they had to nerf him, because he just does too much damage to every boss. Oh, this shows what the rank ups are gonna be. Oh, I could have used this screen for the thumbnail. That's fine. So you get limited edition keychain crystal healing candy set. Okay. Giving a preferred gift increased energy 15%. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Essential oils cosmetic store, Mont Blanc at the gourmet supermarket. 13 looks snow globe. A few other different items, and then 17 is okay. So base synergy 15%. Base synergy. Oh wow. Okay, so 15 from preferred gifts, and then another 15% from the base synergy. So if you're getting the 180s, that's it's what, around 200? So around there, right? Damn. That's pretty good. All right. We said we're gonna go to the cafe because I need to get more of these R3 medals. I feel like I've wasted a few of these on certain other characters trying to fuse skills, but I mean, it kind of evens out. Oh yeah, you know what it was? I was trying to fuse start like Dionysus ailment accuracy 4 onto Vishnu, which is only gonna matter on AoEs, which I'm a little frustrated we haven't used Vishnu more than we have. There are definitely times where Vishnu is nice, and I'll probably wind up using him in certain situations because the 48% like defense shred is fantastic if we hit that. But I think in a lot of cases we try not to use Vishnu in lieu of somebody like Amino Uzume if we can otherwise hit the defense thresholds. I guess it's gonna depend on what your build is, but it's not gonna be too bad to have him, I think, maxed out. If nothing else, we got some schema, we got a few different things. Shiva is theoretically gonna be another one we want to max out. ideally, because she was supposed to work really well with what's his name. She was supposed to work really well with Haru because psychic synergy. There's crit rates, a whole bunch of other fun stuff, right? But cross the bridge, I guess, when we get to it. If there's a better character, I don't want to rush that part. It's the afternoon. Ooh, we can form bonds. Nice. What is her bond rank with her right now? Going on 15. Oh, so we get to be close friends. Oh, that's fantastic, because that means we get to rank up the next little thing in Thieves Den. Why is she stressed? Is her boy okay? Dude, have fun with the weather, man. Appreciate you stopping in.
何様だよって感じだよね。こんな大事なことに気がつかないまま家を飛び出しちゃってさ。かよさんはああいう人だからきっと心配してくれてると思うんだけど、今さら合わせる顔もなくて。そうかな。本当にまだ間に合うかな。ありがとう。正直言うと帰るきっかけが欲しかったのかもしれない。情けない話だけど、心のどこかで誰かが迎えに来てくれないかと思ってた。でもまさか君が来てくれるなんて。今は君の方がヒーローだよ。お世話になってた先輩に話してくる。少し待っててくれるかな。レオちゃん。かよさん、僕ごめんなさい。
It's kind of a shallow bow.
までのこと。いいの、何も言わないでいいから。よかった。おかえり、レオちゃん。あなたも本当にありがとね。帰ってご飯にしよっか。
Alright, so this should get us to 50 if I'm not mistaken. Right, because now we can get this for having 8 friends. And... BAM! Love to see it, man. Big fucking W. Considering now I don't have to spend the 100,000 yen for no, you know, no reason other than to spend it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Still don't have the medals for this, but we are very close. Wait, hold on. We got a couple from that, and then from this too, right? Yeah, from the actual claim. If you don't play it, at least I have all the tracks now. Solid! What's the new then thing? Oh, Cherish, right? Yeah. You're not gonna have enough to buy all the things you need for this. It's very frustrating. I guess that's intentional to make it so you need the keys, but still. That or just Mesa's event ran really long. I don't know, the other two... We had enough time to do both the Moko and the closer and Mesa sides. Cherish is really short. I mean, I guess because he's like a limited 5-star, they kind of know people are going to skip him. They want to switch over to Noor, because she's going to be the big, you know, half anniversary character. They have other things they want to get to. I don't really blame them in that way, but it's still odd. Gonna have a lot of things to purchase in the next, like, 2 days. I'm also gonna need to buy another thing of this. I think I accidentally bought, like, an extra version of this in a way that wasn't gonna give me the credit for it. It was a little frustrating, but it is what it is. No, I don't need that. Okay. Yeah, we don't have anything to do with Meripy. I don't think it's gonna benefit us in comparison to other things we could be doing. Let's go rock this out. Oh yeah, perhaps switch this back over to gameplay. Whoops. My bad. Shit. Drop the mouse. No. There we go, got it. You know what? I have not been doing the Wordle. I've not been doing the Wordle because, like, the timing on it's so weird for me compared to everybody else, so. Rock that in the meantime. Okay. Huh. I hate it when you get to this position where it's like you have all 5, you have like 4 or 5 letters, but then which of them is the actual word, right? And it's not like as simple as like 1 or 2 options. There could be like 7 or 8. You only get 3 options left. Alright, let's see. Nighttime Kira, we only get 1 point towards that. That's not a first place for there, that sucks. Beef Bowl, I don't need the 15,000. I do think I need to hang out with Kira more. Kira, I'm at what rank? Let's see, we need how much for him? 4. We need 6, 70, 270. Right, we still have the glasses. We can give him the regular ones for now. If we need to buy more, we can.
今は散らか他に候補来たか。今日はとはいえお前の自宅では。先日プレイしたゲームが気になってな。お前の自室で続きをするのはどうだ。
Second. Yo, what's up, dude? I did manage to get P5R. It was on sale for like 20 bucks. And I did manage to get the mod working. I was so unbelievably confused how it would, like, what it was gonna take to get it running. And it did take a little bit of work. It's still a tiny bit finicky for me. I think what I need to do to actually, like, get it running, and I'll try it later tonight when I switch streams over to that. I think what I'm gonna have to do each time I want to boot up the modded version is launch Steam, launch P5R normally, exit the game, and then launch the mod, like the mod launcher, then launch the from there. Because I think there's like some dependencies that it needs to set up, and then sometimes it doesn't always like close properly. Yeah, the mod's really fun though. I had a blast with it. We just finished getting through all of Kamoshida's palace, so we did that all in that last stream, since that was only the second episode. We still have to fight Kamoshida himself, but considering we got around, like, walking around the town, doing all the initial stuff, the whole stuff with Shiho, all that, we got through the palace in about 7 hours. And I don't think I was even rushing that hard. I could probably push the difficulty up. Maybe I need to, because it's a little easy. We'll see. Maybe I switch it over to Merciless, especially because we can have some accessories that kind of break the game. We'll see. I think I might need to. But no, it's a ton of fun, and I'm really eager and excited to see where they decide to go with some of the story potential. I was also being blown away. We had somebody jump into stream last night, Mecha, and she was explaining to me about, I guess us the stream, but mainly it's just me, about the macro plot of the Persona franchise, and how there's like a battle between these two, like, outer deities. And I was losing my shit because I'm like, this all makes so much sense. It was fantastic. I had such a great time with that. It's like, what do you mean? Actually reminds me, I need to yell at another person who I know is a big Persona fan, and yell at them again, why the fuck didn't they explain any of this stuff to me? Why didn't they tell me this stuff was going on? Because it's so goddamn cool. Let's see, yeah. So basically it ties back to the first, like, Personas 1 and 2. And specifically the persona that winds up being used by Hitler at the end of P2. To show you what kind of villain, like, macro villain we're dealing with. And, like, I finally now understand, like, what Igor's role is and everything. Oh, it's fantastic. It recontextualizes like the main villain from P5R, like what's going on in P3 and P4, all these different things. Like now I have so much more context that I wouldn't have had, because like these 3 games, 3, 4, and 5, they don't even touch on the macro plot. They don't acknowledge it because it's kind of not relevant. But I'm not sure like when it kind of gets brought back up, and I'm curious to see, you know, P5X has, I think, arguably a greater potential to talk on it. Maybe, I don't know, especially if they do more crossover events. Like they have a reason to go back to that storyline if they choose to, and it ties back into this like great malaise that like sticks over P5X's story, right? And then the other thing is going to be P6. We have no idea what's going to go on P6. The only thing we know for P6 is that its color is green, and that's all we've known for the past like 10 something years. It's ridiculous. I personally, okay, here's my thoughts on it now. Now with this added context, I would have normally said I would have liked P6 before we get a P4 remake. I understand they're gonna do the P4 remake because that's just gonna draw more attention. We got, like, I think, like, Anniversary coming, whatever. Okay, cool. They get Royal out, they get Reloaded out, they get Rewind for P4. Okay, cool. Ordinarily, I would have said I really want a P6 before we get the P1 and 2 remakes. However, if P6 decides to acknowledge the relationship with the relationship back to the macro plot starting in 1 and 2, then maybe it'd be better to do a remake of 1 or 2, depending on which one takes more priority, so that people going into 6 will have some understanding of what's going on, instead of just being kind of blindsided coming off of 5 into this like macro plot re-emerging and not even acknowledging that there was macro plot to begin with. Plans for Christmas. Bold of you to think I have plans for Christmas. I don't really have anything set in stone just yet. Why? What are your plans? Christmas was never... I don't say it was never... Christmas has not really been like a big thing in my family for the past 10 or 20 years. It just has not, as time has gone on. It becomes kind of like Thanksgiving, where it's like, all right, cool. I guess we're gonna meet up to go eat at like a restaurant or something like that, and that's about the extent of it. That's the big holiday. You're Muslim. Do you have any holidays that are similar to that then? I don't know too much about the Muslim religion. Like I know Judaism has Hanukkah. And you guys are like an Abrahamic religion, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna have a specific holiday in December like those two. I used to work for a Jewish company, and I mentioned to the CFO about like some like overlaps between like Judaism and Islam, and like I was trying to reference the fact that like I know there are certain things because you guys are Abrahamic, and like I just started mentioning you guys are like the Islamic religion. He got a little offended by the notion, but it's whatever. It's funny in hindsight. Like I don't know where the separation. I know you guys are Abrahamic, but I don't know where the separation comes in. If it's specifically like with the appearance of the Prophet Muhammad, or if it's kind of like with Christianity, where it follows down a lot of the Old Testament, and then you have the New Testament with the birth of Jesus Christ and all that. Where am I going? What am I doing? You go to the next day. I think we could probably jump on the puppet train now. We made a lot of progress. If I get rain, that'd be fantastic. We got the train, so it's possible, but we don't have any books. We would need to do more stuff with what's his ass? Kuratani, I think, before we can get some more books. Not all, but some of them. Yay, we have form bonds. Fantastic. Let's go to the cafe. Rock out these action points really quick. Assuming that we have, yeah, we have 6. Perfect. $500 for a latte? That's fantastic. That's like $3.50. You tell me I can get a solid latte for $3.50? I feel like it's like $8.50 or some shit like that for here in America. God, the prices here in America suck. Do I watch sports? I'm playing a Persona gacha game. My friend, what do you think the answer to that question is? No, I don't really watch sports. The closest I've come to watching sports is relatively recently when I was watching the Uma Musume anime. And as a brief aside, my personal preference between Pretty Derby and Cinderella Grey definitely has to go to Cinderella Grey. I think that's better animated, and I think the plot is more interesting, and I think the characters are a little bit more dynamic than in Pretty Derby. What do you need when you're playing your exactly? See, you get it. Like, if I want to go fishing, hold on. I can go ahead, get my bait and tackle. I'm gonna go fishing right the fuck now. You ready for this? Mom, can we go fishing? Sorry, hon. We have fishing at home. Fishing at home. Aw, oh, yeah! I am the masturbator. What's that shit post that's on the hat? It's like something about women and fish fear me or something like that. The what do you call it? There is actually a really annoying fish that we had to try to catch, which was the one of the the 4 master fish, or like the Legends of the Pond. That motherfucker was a pain to catch, and I almost lost the line. I mean, would have sucked, but I managed to catch it like the last little bit left. He fought like a bitch. Yeah. Hold on, let me get the quote for that fish fear me thing. It's so funny. Women want me, fish fear me. Here's the big tall one. Women fear me, fish fear me. Men turn their eyes away from me. As I walk, no beast dare make a sound. In my presence, I am alone on this barren earth. What the fuck? Big dumbass fish hats. Solid. Man, I am not getting any fish on these casts. The fuck? Wait, log? Is there something I have to claim? Hold on. Tiny ass prawn. And then after this, we'll probably, you know, on the theme of fish, I want to switch over to, wait, no, we have to do Motoha first, because I need to get her to rank 17 so I can finally unlock the last little bit of the baseball thing. And now that I also have the thing I need for the baseball, I forgot that we also don't get the third eye, I guess, for a while. Because I managed to hit a home run, but it was awkward as shit trying to hit that last night on base P5. What is the new thing that they're giving me? Oh, wait, because I got the gems from this, from small fish. Definitely not using this thing. This is the big fish that I got. Here, look at this bastard. Look at the size of this bastard. He's 50 centimeters long. Dude was a menace. I have to get to level 7 before I can open up the final fishing spot. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you checking in. Alright, right, yes, Motoha, before I forget again. Then we don't need to have anything to give her, we just get to finish the route. I think this closes with her and her friend, if I remember right. It's been a while since we've done anything with her storyline. Oh, it's going too fast. No home runs on that one. There we go. Oh, that's high pressure. You need 3 on that one? Woof. I wonder if she intentionally made it so that... I'd be curious to see if she intentionally made it so that there's a chance that Motoha could win. Be an interesting direction.
ありがとう。
I appreciate that she's not looking down on her. I mean, it's logical, right, that she wouldn't be as great as she was, but still.
そう？
Finally, after months, almost half a year, we've unlocked 17. Jesus, this took forever. It was like my priority, but then other things just took way higher precedent. It was more just because I liked the baseball minigame. I had fun with it in P5, like base P5R. See me.
ありがとう。
Nice. Alright, so the next thing after that is going to be 20. Can't say that I'm any particular rush for that. Like, we'll get there when we get there. Let's see, what else do we need? Big rewards for Tomiyama. We don't really have any need to do Tomiyama. Is there anybody else that we need to do as a higher priority? 17 I think gives the other outfit that we want. We can go do baseball now! Hold on! Hold the fucking phone! The thing we just unlocked! Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Let's see if I can get the angle on this right too. Crushed it! Ooh, a little lower? Try that one. Not quite 5 on there, but... should have done that, but it's fine. It's fine. 3 is pretty good. Alright, and now that I have this at 17, I can finally unlock these last couple things. Milk coin, the badge. Which one do we get? We got integrity. No, it's for labor. It's for Phoebe. Oh, I wouldn't say that's a fantastic card, but I appreciate it. All the same. Cool. Try that one more time, see if we can get this at 5-5. I'd like to think that we can. Damn it. Crap. Oof. Rarely I miss these. There we go. I'll take it. I might keep working on that off stream or something like that. I'm not sure, because that can be kind of expensive. Alright, next up should be Puppet, I think. Should really work on that synergy. Alright, let's see. Probably meditate at Temple. Do we have any real need to do anything with her? It helps with the relationship. No, because I don't really have anything to give her. I don't really need the big 3x social stats. I don't really need the B full 15,000 like that. What I do kind of need is more with him. So where are we at with his synergy? Mojo lovers. Alright, let's see. What else we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Save it, save it, save it. Don't spend them. Do not spend it. Same thing with this. I don't have to spend this in the dedicated 5-star just yet. Can hold that for a little bit. Weapons, same thing. I don't really need his weapon at this point. There's no need to rush that, especially for an extra dupe of his. It's not gonna do anything. May as well hold that for. Wait, am I on guaranteed or? No, I'm not on guaranteed yet. Okay. Ooh, lordy, lordy, lordy. What do I got? 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 I need I need 162, right? And we're gonna get 40, so I need 122. Do anything that's gonna give me 122 though. No, I have 104. So I suppose I could get the gag glasses, and then between that and the next time it'll be guaranteed. Yeah, none of those would be. That'd be another 102.
いぶ動ける。
射撃の腕を上げたな。そろそろ本気で相手をする必要がありそうだ。
And before we jump onto his, we'll circle back, because it's not going to make a difference. As long as we get his when or while we have Noir, that'll be fine. We don't really need to worry about it so much. And even then, I think we have like a 2-turn cooldown already. We just need to make sure that we can have our gun ready on turns 3 and 6, based on the way that her kit works. As far as I remember. I'm also curious to see, because we should be getting a new... Don't we get a live stream? Did we get the live stream? Hold on. Is that tomorrow? Because she drops... Wait, no, 2 days, 2 days. So she drops Friday? Wait, when did she drop? I think she's dropping at a weird time relative to other characters that we've gotten. Hold on, we need like 5-6 minutes. I'll be right back. Take care of something. about delay on that. A bit longer than expected. Alright, so may as well tackle the puppet situation.
お母さん見てねえ見てに昔々深い海の底に人魚のお姫様が暮らしていました。面白かった。そうね、生きてるみたいだったわね。そろそろ行きましょう。ピアノのレッスン遅刻しちゃう。あ、待って。
そこのお嬢さん、ちょっといいですか？この道、大道芸とか勝手にしちゃいけないんだけど、使用許可証、ちゃんと取ってますか？
はい、取ってます。あれ、おかしいな。ここに置いてたはず。
ちゃんと見える場所に置かなくちゃダメですよ。じゃあ、身分証あります？君、学生さんかな？生徒手帳で構いませんよ。
許可証はあるんですけど。あ、よかった。ありがとうございます。
君はこの子と同じ学校？い
や、この人は。
おかつ。ああ、下北の学校だっけ？はい。それで君は？
サハラミユです。あとこれ許可証です。
はい、ありがとう。制服じゃないときは面倒でも生徒手帳を持つようにしてね。
Well, at least they're not being jerks about it.
親御さんが心配しないうちに帰るように。
はい、お疲れ様です。
Oh shit, hold on.
あ、いえ、初対面だと思います。あのおまわりさんの勘違いというか、出汁に使うみたいになっちゃってごめんなさい。巻き込むつもりはなかったんですけど、ちょっと事情があって身分証出せなくて。言っときますけど、別に犯罪者じゃないですからね。許可証も本物ですし。さっきは本当にすみません。でも助かりました。お兄さん、
お兄さん、oh
見てて
dear.
くれてましたよね。ありがとうございます。
I'm curious why her synergy route is related to
かっ
gift
こよく
giving.
決まったんでしょうけど。改めて私、サハラミユって言います。見ての通り。
I wonder if that's actually her name.
クラゲって芸名で人魚姫のマリオネットショーをやってます。どうぞごひいきに。私のミユって名前、海に夕日の夕って書くので、夕に点を1個余分に足してクラゲって感じです。
Does it?
将来は
That's
超
cute.
有名な大道芸人になりますから、
期待しててくださいね。最近面倒なことが続いてて、ちょっとテンション下がり気味だったんです。でもお兄さんとお話ししてたらやる気めちゃくちゃ湧いてきました。私、人に好かれることについては割と自信ある方なんですけど、話してるだけで元気になるなんて初めてです。何かコツとかあるんでしょうか？機会があったらぜひ教えてください。
我は汝はそれはすなわち破滅の円環へと抗う生命の芽吹き目。我ら汝らの欲望の共鳴にさらなる成長を求める。
もしテンション下がった日でもあなたに見ててもらえるだけでやる気出そうで。ありがとうございます。今日のお礼もいつか必ずしますから。じゃあまた連絡させてもらいます。これからよろしくお願いしますね。
Solid. Alright, and we have one more major quest line to tackle. So we have enough for 5 pulls now? Yeah, we have enough for 50 pulls. Wow, that's a lot of gems. They're not as generous with the gems as, say, Monster Never Cry or Cookie Run Kingdom, but they're generous enough, I suppose. The Little Mermaid. I'm curious to see what drew her to doing these kinds of puppet shows, because it's not like this is a very common stage in, I would say, modern times. But it does look cool. That's really cool she can do the waving with one hand. Oh, do we get more info on the character as we go? Oh, hold on. Oh, I never looked at these things. Hold on. Decline to answer. Favorite food, hobbies, all of Naru's specials.
駆け出しのアイドルにしてキャラ作りの心得をも。
Interesting. This is summaries of the events that took place. That's cool, I never noticed that. I suppose I could put my queen on instead. Who do they need? Dabo hasn't mentioned anybody needing specific things on the assist. still a bit there. City life. We need a couple more books. We need what? I guess 4 more books. I guess those all come for Kuratani. There's Yanagi and there's Yuki. I beat Yuki? That's surprising. That feels surprising. Could come down to the Fox side, but I think Yuki has a pretty high Fox score, so I'm a little surprised. Yeah, like they should be fine, the A6, R6 all. So I'm a little surprised there. And I think he has a A6, R6 BB. I could be wrong. I know Yanagi does, so but I think his queen is kind of rough. I don't remember. And Jasmina we helped, made sure she got to where she needed, at least points in the board. So she's, I think, happy with her ranking. What's 1-star looking like? One star has 19 million. But A6, R6. Huh? But they're just waiting to jump on this. I'm a little confused. 60 City Life days. I mean, maybe they started late? Really odd. 19 million also. 25. $34. 40. 64. 104 is a big step up. Then 237. 104 puts him in rank 38. Still C4. C5 is where's C5? She's in C4. She needs to work on that, I think. I think she also said she didn't care about the C5 actually. So C5 is like 140, so that's rank 18. It's possible that'll still, like, you know, span out a little bit, because there's a bunch of people that still, I think, haven't put their, yeah, we still haven't had everybody submit scores, and these guys haven't put real runs on. I'm surprised it's like this far into it that we don't have Undead Alice. Oh, metal ass name. Did they just leave? That's a little odd. You can see all this. So we have the bottom. Wait, what? Isn't that Queenside? No, that's Beach One then, okay. That means he only scored 20,000? How do you do this? Those scores seem really low. That A1 queen, and A6 R6. That's some of these scores don't make sense. I mean, some do, others don't. Like, is having her that bad? It'd have to be, right? Because it's 1.6 million across six turns. Huh. My concern is more for these people who have both scores on the board. But these are also free to play, but it also does imply that you can be free to play and still in. The problem is they're gonna drop. So to not be dropping, tragic. I know somebody, I believe I know somebody who ended, I think one of the first, I think the second 8-star. He ended at like 1001 or like 1000. Yeah, I think it was like 1001. What a fucking tragedy that. Alright. Bottom of the list for 1 star. What are we looking at? And I think it's top 50. I think it's top 1000 rank up. 26 million. That puts you at still C1, so it's still bottom 50%. This motherfucker again. See, look at that goddamn hair. Can't tell me that wasn't the guy picking up flowers from before. Like 12. Okay. So I guess that's gonna be like an Anderson type activity. I don't know what we're gonna get from that. Probably guts. Be curious. So it's still gonna take one more interaction with them, but regardless if I get 3x or not, that'd be good. If I get a 3x, fantastic. Then I can, you know, use the other classes again and make some steady progress towards 20. Not that I need it, but there might be fun dialogue at that point. We're very close to the 20 for intelligence. How close are we? And when I say we're close, I mean we're pretty much right there. Yeah, we're 6 away. So I think the next school day will be rank 20 for us, which is awesome. Alright, so there should be Motaha. Do we want to hang out with her? If I do, I should probably give her the ring. If not, maybe we make Moko priority, because she's ready to rank up. I just need to have another interaction with her. That, or you know what we could do? We could do the band. We haven't done that in a minute. Because we have gotten a few different things for that with Ayaka. Maybe it's gonna make some of the songs a little bit easier. Find out. Yeah, try this. Try this one, see if we can get this to S. What was it, JK Dusty?
この程度なら楽勝ではないか?
Ah, damn, I good. Ah, that kind of doesn't miss? Fuck. Was this supposed to have something that's like an emergency? Or at least I got S rank, but still. Not perfect. Close. But just because I let up on the one thing, I guess a little early. I thought there was a thing that turns like misses into perfects. No?
まさかこれほどの名演奏が聴けるとは。
Not full combo. Oh, unfortunate, but at least I got a little rank up. You can also see the star rank on some of these. Oh wait, there's a bunch of songs too. This could be fun at least.
この程度なら楽勝ではないか。
That was a little bit early. Full clear? Hooray! I'll take a victory like that. I had one great, otherwise perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so it's a nice little chunk of change there. Fuck it, we ball. How bad is this gonna be? Oh Jesus Christ! Oh no! What did I do? There's too much shit on the screen, I don't know what the fuck is happening. It's fucking miserable. Oh no. Look, man, I'll take a B. Get me the fuck out of there. Pro. Nah, I'm not ready for that stuff, man. That's not my game. There's too much shit happening on those for me to really have like a headspace for what to press and when. We go from playing chopsticks to I don't know what the fuck that was. Complicated. That's what it was.
やればやるほど自分の不甲斐なさに気づく。
音楽今のなんか私ね、だいぶ動けるようになったけどまだまだだ。
Yeah, we still have to do the rank 20 event, so we do, but I'll wait till we get a 3x there, I think. So maybe we'll spend this at the convenience store to get some money. Or is Crepe better? Yeah, Crepe's a little better. Or I can get this right now and just rock it out. But no. We get 20 at school regardless tomorrow because it's 6 and we get 7, so it'll be fine. So I think we have the last points we need for Kira, rather. I think we get that when we go into the afternoon. Speaking of afternoons, alright, let's see, it's like 4:30 now. If I were to take a break, like half an hour to an hour, what do I want to make for dinner? I thought I was going to start talking earlier about a few different topics. I fell off a bit. Cooked up something interesting. I made tacos last night. Maybe I was talking about it. I made tacos with goat meat and venison and shrimp. So I made like one of each. It came out really good. Though I like the taste of the meat by itself. I did a little bit something different for each of those. Only slightly different. And the meat came out fantastic. But when you put it with the taco and everything else, it kind of got overpowered. So maybe I had a little too much filling. I'm not sure. Oh, we still have the afternoon. We gotta do crap. I suppose we could hang out with Marabi. Feels bad not hanging out with her, but if it's like an action point, I suppose it's not the end of the world. We already lost a few, but let's do something else that's like way better. We can do movies, we can go to the gym, but we don't really need to do any of those. Proficiency, guts, charm, kindness. Kindness is, I guess, the one that we're kind of bringing on the most, but we don't really need anything for the 20. What do you mean, first screening? We've already had this one, no? Maybe it's a rerun, I don't know. Again, we don't really need the guts. There's not really anything we need to spend it on. And none of these gives us any money, right? No. Fuck it, if I go to wait to the action point, what do I care? Marapi! How are we doing, love? It has been too long. What are you up to? So you don't get anything for hanging out at 20. And now we know. So could help keep saying Kuratani. Get in with Kira. It would be nice to get the 3x on the rewards, but I'll pass on that in favor of Kira. I think I have something I can give in worst case scenario. Just hanging out's gonna be enough. I think I have other items. I think I still have some like eye drops I can give him. Might be as great as if I were to give him the glasses again or something like that, but it should be fine. Alright, so we had 17 in this next bit. And then we could also try to prioritize Puppet. Puppet was what time of day?
話を聞いて
あなた
射撃の腕を上げたな
She's afternoon, so you should probably set that, because we don't need the other ones as much. Question is, what stuff does she like? Ooh, I just bought that. Crap. We should be fine though. I don't think we get bump block until later in her synergy though. Do you have anything good in that collection? They don't have MSI. Disappointed. Well, hold up. Maximum the hormone? Fuck yeah, awesome! Alright, let's see. As far as things I can give her. Here we go. Ooh, kinda pricey, but I mean, we have the yen for it, so I'm not worried. So at least get us started with a bit of a nicer jump there. So that should be 232. Two tie that with two 180s, 360 is 5, almost 600. So probably get us like 5, maybe a closer to 7. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, 4 bonds! Oh, fantastic. Ah, I would, but I need this more than I need anything else. And I want to get the form balance with Tomoko. Get that done. Because then that opens up I think the bookshop as a place to work, and that's I think the highest money earning location, if I'm not mistaken. And it might also open up a new book for us to be able to purchase so that we can focus on making more money there as well. So that gives us another book to read. And we've had plenty of time to be able to do like book reading on the trains. Oh, funny. I like how I said, oh, that's fine. The next day I'll go ahead and grab the what do you call it? The knowledge increase, and then it's the weekend. It's kind of funny. All right, we should be on 17 with her, if I'm not mistaken. See it?
そうそう。
That's cute. I like that.
そうそう。
Butinsky? Okay. Isn't that supposed to be 60? That's fine. Oh, I thought he was going for the kiss, my god. Alright, let's see. Crepe shop, yes. So we get 3x. No, I'm waiting on that actually for 3x. Right. There's no need to rush that, because it's just going to set us back further if we don't get the max out of it, and we have to waste more money and time and all that jazz. No, it's better to skip the day. In which case, movies, karaoke, what are we going to do? I guess the gym is fine. Anderson, my guy! Man, Wonder is crushing. Well, I said he was crushing it. It appears he's instead been crushed. I need to figure out separately what to do for dinner. I made tacos last night. I used the last of the ground beef that I had from that for breakfast this morning. I made it with like a nice little omelet. And then I guess the question is what to do now. Hooray! Hero. That should be 17 if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah.
Oh. 感謝する。
Still not great, but alright. Alright, so 17's huge. Where does that put us? So we have
疲れていそう。
bookshop we can work at now,
遊びに行かない？
so hopefully that'll be good. I don't know where that is though, and when we get to do that.
このところ少し忙しくてな。だが、
Next one's at 20, but I'm not in any particular rush for that. I suppose I can take him off focus, and that way we get whoever we get. Like we get Phoebe, that's not gonna be bad necessarily. Is there a reason we're skipping over Phoebe? Oh, I guess it's faster. Okay. We do want to get to 17 for her, so we can get the extra drinks. We can start making some of those, but we don't really need the absentee that badly. Plants would be good to have, but we don't have access to that. I don't say it's not we don't have access to that. We don't have incentive to do the farming. I haven't seen a reason to. We're like 6 months in, and I don't think I'm regretting not having planted so much or made so much food. The cooking skill doesn't seem like it's super useful. Maybe it unlocks stuff, maybe there was something we could have gotten from the additionals, or maybe some like achievements, but nothing jumps out as like, oh, you're missing out on some plat tickets or anything. Nothing mission critical, I suppose you could say. We should have 2 of these, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 1, and then we should have... Here we go, that's the other one. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's 17. Crap, did I have an SNS I could have... No, okay. Yes, I did. Crap. It's fine. It might have been SNS from what's his name? From, Kira. Hopefully I can still respond to it. We'll see. Ooh, here it is. Do we get an actual question, or do we... Yes, we do. Alright. Age discovery. A time of great expansion for European society. When Columbus arrived in the New World, Vasco da Gama pioneered a route back to India, and Magellan circumnavigated the globe. Slices were the reason Magellan gave when he asked what motivated his journey. Based on the number of birds I saw outside on the telephone lines earlier, why don't you try to answer, Gale? Why did spices play a major role in Magellan's expedition around the world? They could make money, I would imagine. I think that is the correct answer. There it is! Hooray! Clap, 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 clap. What the fuck? PC or mobile? Piss off. Amazon, fuck off. Amazon thing on Discord keeps popping up. Super weird. It's not bad. Crit rate and crit moment attack on star. But it's 3 out of 4, so you don't know what that last subset's gonna be, and that could really fuck you over. Boundless wisdom. Look at this goddamn stat. Look at this goddamn stat. Max. I wish it did like mention like erudite and all that jazz. Be cool. Spend time with Tomoko. I think probably just do social stats and then this. We don't have the bookshop yet, but I don't know where the bookshop is and what time of day that we could do it. That's probably that's Kira. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. So that's 450. 450 minus 9,000 is about 8,500. So I'm about 700 gems away from another temple. Okay. I don't need Cherish 3. I don't need a May 3. I do not need a May 3. Especially because after Noir is Turbo? Who comes after Noir? Let me double check. No, after that is Mount S, then Howler, and then we get Cosme. Wait, we get Cosme before we get Crow? Isn't that weird? Okay, let's see where we at. My mind escapes me. Okay, right, we're doing that. If I can get it raining again, I might kill the stream. Depends on how the day goes, because it's not like we have to prioritize anybody at this point. Like, it's possible we can get the bookshop. Like, there's 3 locations now that I'm interested in. The bookshop, just to see how that location goes. This blonde-haired dude, that's like Anderson. Though I don't know if we actually get anything with him. It's just like an introduction thing. And then a 3x Miyu, so we get maximum points. At the moment, we don't have that though. Do I need the... Why did that turn off? When did that turn off? Why does that keep turning off? That's so weird. Very frustrating. I don't get anything else for doing that, so no. So I guess the money is better than the social stat. Might run through this day into the next, see if it's raining. If it's not, then whatever. And I think I'll call the stream there. It's about 3 hours. We got most of what I wanted to do. Actually, all of what I wanted to do. We got the major social links that I wanted. We got the introduction for Miyu. We can do a little bit more stuff with Miyu in the next stream when we get Noir. And then that's also going to be... yeah, I think what's going to happen is the next stream will likely be Noir pulls, the space station event. That'll probably take... Well, like, it's only going to be the first couple days of it, right? Because it takes like 5 to 10 days for them to actually release the full event. So no rush there. So probably the first parts of that, whatever they have available, Noir pulls, and then maybe some Miyu synergy. Yeah, we're holding off the Miyu. Go work at the drugstore, because that makes a lot of money. Speaking of, Boom Bang Burger instead of Big Bang Burger. Yeah, it is different. Why? What is the significance? The music's the same though. I guess go home and clean. I am gonna have to, I guess, start making decisions on whether I want to waste time with certain synergies. Like action points to skip days now. Ooh, I'm actually starting to. It's starting to actually be a problem. So I don't need Kira. Probably the drugstore because it makes a lot of money. I don't need to get him to 20. Big chunk of change, goddamn. Do we get rain? Or at the very least the bookstore. Maybe I want to put Kuratani as a priority for the morning. Yeah, it's not going up at all. There's the rain. Love that. New work at the bookstore. Do we? Wait, spend time with LeBlanc. Ooh, we should definitely be doing this. Hi, Futaba. I feel like I've skipped a few of these. TV static. Isn't that interesting?
Yo.
I am excited though. When we get the crossover event, we're gonna get one of my favorite Joker lines ever. I love him being such a little shit in that. So we can study at the library, but that's not gonna do fuck or all for us. So we'll work at the bookstore. No, it's fine. It's in Shinjuku. Oh, hold on. Suppliers, shopping. We can go to the flower shop here, and then I think I know where the bookstore is actually. It is here and then here, right? Yeah. Cool. Damn it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think the scheme of things, we've done all that we can. And we just have to remember when we come back to this to do the bookstore. This does mean we can go ahead and try Surt one more time before to try to close the stream out. I am excited for that. I do get to do more runs. I would like to try to break the 500 line. If we do, if we don't, I think it'll ultimately be fine. I'm not super worried. 5-3. Their scores are always so ridiculous. I have to, like, what is their average? Like, I don't even know if they've all scored yet. It's crazy. Their average is 304 million, which is not even that unreasonable. To be fair, we don't, I think, have everybody scoring on our end. I think we still have a few people who haven't. Yeah, we still have 7 people. Those scores are crazy low. Okay, if we drop everything 130, because I think 130 is the threshold, right? Still doesn't help us. We can probably keep the 120. That's fine. We dropped the last of them. I don't worry about the rounding so much. It's 38 million, right? Yeah. Oh, it's 17, not 1.7. Okay, fine. Anyway, I need to look at the rotation again. So let me peep this one more time. I might have to. Oh, you know what I needed to check? Fuck. Is his cherish on borrow? That's Lenar. Lenar. Haven't seen that motherfucker in a minute. Alright, Kenichi's... What does he have on borrow right now? I think he has his Yusuke on borrow. No? Crazy see you level 70. Huh. Murder's got his queen on. Dark Soul's got his queen on. So what the fuck does Kenichi have? Ah? Alright, now I'm a little confused. There's never really online in here. Why would they be? Now, let me think on this again. Kenichi's actually just sitting on the table. It's hilarious. Yeah, he's got his fox on borrow. So I guess I could leave it here. It's not worth going crazy about it. Wait. Wait, what? Did that say we only had 15 members in our companion? Do we have a purge? What the fuck? No. It's just that we have 15 online. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is it saying 15 to 11? Or 15 to 30, it's weird. Odd. Alright. Oh, you know what? Honestly, that's fine. It's fine. I'll do those cert runs off stream if I do them at all. We're hunting for that 500, otherwise we are good to let this basically sit for the next 2-3 days. We'll still have rain for some ailment accuracy. My SOS should still be fine. My guild boss should still be fine. There's no real incentive for me to go too much crazier on my score. It'd be nice if I can jump another 50. It'll be helpful, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna make or break. We'll see. It's all gonna come from that cert side, and that is a pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I guess with that being said, man, I'll call it here. This is fun. I'm looking forward to getting back streaming again tonight. Most likely, we'll continue the rest of Rose and Violet, and that'll probably be a little more engaging than this. I mean, this is mostly housekeeping and dealing with synergy stuff, though it's gonna be mostly the same flavor, considering it's gonna be dialogue heavy. We've already done all the combat that we need to. Maybe we rock out the actual boss fight. I'm not sure. Depends on if there's any more big scenes that we get with Kamoshida between like him and Kasumi during the week that we might want to like wait for. Otherwise, we might jump in, rock that boss battle, and then go ahead and crush like 2 weeks worth of synergy if we can. I don't know. I'm gonna play it by ear. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. SPS, always happy to have you. Sam, lovely to have you back. And anybody else who stops and watch the VODs. Appreciate you guys checking in. Hope you guys catch us live. In any case, I will see some of you tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next stream. Peace.